Hi, and thanks for checking out our Save the CRTs project. Our mission, simply, is to preserve this amazing technology for continued enjoyment by collaborating our efforts and resources. Let's talk about what that means. Let's begin with, we want to preserve this amazing technology. There's a finite number of CRTs in existence today, and that number is not going up. Rather, CRTs often end up in recycling centers or street curbs instead of homes. Many times people are simply unaware that someone is willing to give that CRT a good home or willing to repair what's broken. So all the while, CRT availability is decreasing and their prices are increasing. For the aspiring retro gamers among us, that means a pretty steep financial hill to climb for gaming on original hardware. By preserving CRTs, we hope to combat these rising prices by making more CRTs readily available and available at reasonable prices, in some cases totally free. We can accomplish this by making a joint nationwide effort to rescue, restore, and rehome these classic televisions. Maybe you just picked up a nice JVC D-series and no longer need that Daewoo. I bet someone in your area would love to have a free entry into the world of CRTs. The great state of Georgia already has a team on the ground and has been very effective in rescuing, restoring, and rehoming these CRTs. And more groups are underway. We'd like to build a partnership that spans all 50 states so that we can keep more CRTs out of e-waste and into living rooms. We can accomplish this by organizing our head knowledge, our experience into a central location that is accessible to all. Information like chassis diagnostics, vacuum tube compatibility, component wiring, RGB mods. There is so much information just scattered across the internet and just getting lost with time. And we aim to be a central hub to access this critical information. There's so much wisdom and so much experience in this community. Let's put it on display. So by gathering and sharing our collective knowledge and experience, we can preserve this amazing technology for continued enjoyment. I said it before, there's a finite number of CRTs in the world and more are getting tossed out all the time. With no more units being manufactured, this means that there is a limited opportunity to enjoy them. How long is our limited opportunity? I don't know, but we hope to extend it out as far as possible because the enjoyment is simply worth it. People enjoy CRTs for a wide variety of reasons. For retro gamers, the experience of playing games on a CRT is unparalleled. There's discussions of shadow mask versus aperture grille, how to escape RF connections, RGB mods. For vintage computer enthusiasts, the experience is just incomplete without that phosphor glow or monochrome. I mean, tell me that you haven't been grossed out seeing an LCD monitor on an old classic Miss Pac-Man arcade. And some of us are just plain sentimental, remembering the simpler seasons of life, sometimes centered around a CRT. And with the threat of CRTs disappearing, we're motivated to preserve them. The world is catching on to how amazing CRTs are. Younger people, some born after the CRT era, are finding themselves learning about input options, resolutions, discharging a tube, and other amazing people are developing additional CRT resources like a universal chassis and the CRT wiki. So the timing is right. By bringing people together, this community can keep more sets glowing for a long time to come. Or to put that another way, we can preserve this amazing technology for continued enjoyment by collaborating our efforts and resources. Simply put, we're better together. There have already been amazing people doing amazing things on their own. But what if we work together? Imagine being able to easily find help loading up a 300-pound XBR. or being able to point your neighbor to a CRT foster home where it could wait adoption instead of going to the recycle center. Or be able to find a local CRT group gathering where people are getting together to demonstrate how to discharge a tube or how to correct geometry. You and I could be those people, either volunteering the demonstration or by showing up to learn from them. If you're a social person, consider inviting people in your area to a localized Facebook group to help save the CRTs together. If you're a technical person, consider writing up articles or making videos to share your information in order to help other people save the CRTs. We would love to host those on savetheCRTs.org. If you enjoy bringing these tubes back to life, consider making yourself available to others to either learn from or to bring a set to just to check out. Or if you're a bit of a historian and want to preserve the fading knowledge of manufacturing and repairing these older sets, consider interviewing people and collecting their stories. If you've got a large storage area and a super patient partner, consider being a foster home for displaced CRTs as they wait for their next home. Well, that's who we are, and that's where we're going. So if you want to talk further about joining the effort, there's a link to our Discord server below. Just get a conversation going. Or if you want to stay updated on all things Save the CRTs, please follow us on our socials linked below. We look forward to making great things happen with you. And just in case you thought this was green screened, it's not.